We welcome you here to Emberly Field on a hot and humid evening here in Clarinda, Iowa for a matchup between the Carroll Merchants and your home, Clarinda A's. My name is Seth Morey. I thank you for joining me here this evening. It's a great night for baseball here in the Mink League as the Athletics coming into this one on an absolute heater to start their season. They are 18-3. Meanwhile, the Carroll Merchants, a powerhouse of their own, 14-5 on the year. It's going to be an exciting matchup this evening as we will go right on ahead and get things started here in Clarinda. Leadoff batter for the Merchants, Hayden Oliver. He'll bat from the left-handed side of the batter's box against Clarinda's Clay Hedges. Clay on the mound. He'll fire ball one inside to start this one this evening. I know that I typically tell everybody that's watching the game, hey, if you're watching it inside, go ahead and go outside and watch it outside. Don't do that tonight, as that one's a high pop-up towards center field. Andrew Young's out there this evening. He'll make the grab for the first out of the night. So Oliver retired quickly. And Hedges off to a nice start. He'll face the two-hole hitter, second baseman tonight, Martin Smith. Athletics 15-2 in Mink League play. Their only two losses have come to these Carroll Merchants. Merchants 14-5 within the Mink. All of their games have been played interconference as that first pitch is going to escape Clay. And that will put the first run of the game on. It'll be Martin Smith with the free pass to first. So now it'll be Drew Owen, the right fielder. He's a lefty as well, along with his counterpart in the one-hole Hayden Oliver. They've got the advantage already here early against Hedges. So runner on first in Smith as that pitch is going to be in there for strike one. Clay Hedges just recently committed to Missouri Southern down there in Joplin. As that pitch will be swung on and slapped towards left field. That's Cooper Knight out there. He will make the grab for the second out of the inning. So a couple of quick outs quickly here for Hedges. Hedges was down in Joplin playing the Jailbirds with the A's, and he got the invite to go tour the facilities, meet the coaches for Missouri Southern, and that's exactly what won him over and resulted in his commitment within the MIAA. So he goes down to Missouri Southern as that pitch is just outside. If you want to see Clay play more, I'm sure he will be a very valuable part of that starting rotation for Missouri Southern, as that one will be fouled off straight back here by the four-hole hitter, Jackson Book. He'll be a pivotal part of that rotation for Missouri Southern. They made a deep run into the NCAA D2 tournament last year. This year, as that one swung on and missed for strike two. They were unable to come up with the victory within their region. But they look to make another deep run again, adding Clay Hedges to that rotation. 1-2 pitch from Clay. That one's high and outside. Ball two. Count evened up. Athletics have been absolutely outstanding this season. We haven't seen play like this from the A's in a few years. That pitch going to be just outside. Nice call there by the home plate umpire. That one's ball three. So 3-2 count filled up. Runner on first is Martin Smith. He was plunked earlier in this one. 3-2 to Book. That one swung on and fouled off back towards the right side. Just starting this one in Clarinda. We thank you for joining the Clarinda A's live stream here on YouTube. I hope everybody watching is in an air-conditioned area. That pitch is in there. Strike three looking. Clay Hedges knocks down Jackson Book to end the first. We'll go to the home half of one. 1, 2, 3, due up for your Athletics. Back with more in just a moment. Back here in Clarinda, the pitcher on the mound this evening for the Merchants, Harrison Hoykavam, as he will face Sean Bazmore, the leadoff batter this evening for the Athletics, to start this one off for the A's offensively. Bazmore has been heating up as of recent. One of the key pieces, if not the key piece, of this lineup this season. He's been the leadoff hitter consistently all throughout the year. He'll see the first pitch from Hoykavam. That one's going to be high for ball one. Behind Hoykavam at third, it's Carter Storty. At shortstop, it's Austin Gabrielson. Second base is Martin Smith, and at first, it's Jack Lutheran. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That one's going to be just high and inside. Ball two. Behind the plate tonight, it's Evan Martinez for the Merchants. Starting in left, Alex Draper. Starting in center, Hayden Oliver. And then starting in right, it's Drew Owen. 2-0 now against Bazmore. Hoykavam will come to the plate. That one's going to be just high. 3-0 quickly. Bazmore, righty-righty matchup here against Hoykavam. Merchants are 2-1 whenever they play the Athletics so far this season in their 3 meetings. That pitch will be in there on the high inside corner for strike one. So there's the automatic. See what Bazmore can do here in the hitter's count. Here's the pitch. That one's just in there on the outside half. I almost said just outside. Right there, Lace caught a bit of the zone for strike two. Count now full here. The first bat of the game for Hoykavam in Bazmore. Here's the full count pitch. That one swung on and fouled straight back. We'll do it once again. Bazmore, a master of long at-bats. You always see number 23 in the box for a good while. And if you don't see him in there for a good while, that means you got a base hit on the first pitch. Here's the 3-2 once again. That one's going to be high. And a great at-bat for Sean Bazmore to begin the game for the Athletics. They're going to have a base runner on first. That's one thing about the A's is they have been heating up long ball-wise as of recent, but a lot of it is small ball and just taking what the pitcher gives you, and they've done an excellent job of taking advantage of all of their opportunities this season. So now it'll be Cooper Knight, left-handed batter, to face the righty Hoykavam. Runner at first is Bazmore. He's a big-time stolen base threat, and throw will go right back towards first, making sure Bazmore doesn't move. Defense behind Hoykavam has been one of the best in the Mink League, if not the best. Excellent defense by the Merchants as Bazmore will take off. That pitch is high. Throw down towards second is not going to be in time and a little bit off target. And Bazmore has a stolen base. It'll be a 1-0 count against Cooper Knight. That didn't take long, and the A's now have a runner in scoring position. "88 degrees outside this evening. Not sure what the humidity percentage is, but it's up there too. Here's the 1-0 from Hoykavam. That one swung on and fouled off towards the left side. 1-1. Count now evened up. Count all even to Cooper Knight. Behind him, Cole Baumgart. As he stands in the on-deck circle, waiting for his chance. Pitch from Hoykavam. That one's going to be just low. Ball two. Wind blowing softly out towards left field tonight. There are a few gusts every now and again, but it really wouldn't take too much to put one down and out of the stadium down the left field line. Bazmore gets his lead off second. And that one's going to be swung on and slapped towards the second baseman, Martin Smith. He will make the routine play towards first for the first out of the home half of one. So one down, Bazemore advances towards third, so now a runner at third for Cole Baumgart. Just a fly ball here. What score the game's first run? Just starting this one off here in Clarinda, bottom of one. Athletics coming to this one, 18-3 on the season. Carroll Merchants 14-5. This is one of the top games that you'll see this week in the Mink League. Here's the first pitch to Baumgart. That one will be low and in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate by Martinez to block that one. And he'll throw it back to his pitcher on the mound, and he will get ready for the 1-0. Wyckovam definitely taking his time on the mound this evening. As he'll deal the 1-0. That one swung on and slapped towards the right side by Baumgart. That one's going to fade down into foul territory and just be out of the reach of the first baseman, Jack Lutheran. So 1-1 the count. All evened up here now. Theo Anderson, the switch hitter, waits on deck. He should get an opportunity to hit here in the first, barring a wacky double play. So Wyckovam will take the rubber once again, this time in a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch to Baumgart. That one swing and a miss on a pitch down in the dirt. Really great deception out of the hand from Harrison Wyckovam. That one started just a little bit above his knees and then dipped right down just before it crossed the plate. And he got Baumgart to pull the trigger. 1-2 now. Bazemore third. Pitch from Wyckovam. That one's going to be low and inside for ball two. 2-2 now our count. So count evened up, 2 apiece. We'll see what Baumgart can do here. Runner on third. Pitch from Wyckovam. That one a big swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. And I think that Baumgart was questioning how many strikes he had. He had 2 on him, and that swing makes 3. So 2 down. That'll bring in the switch hitting Theo Anderson. Maybe he thought he fouled it off there. He thought something. Whatever his request to the umpire was not approved. And now 2 down. And Theo Anderson is the last hope to score the runner from third here in the first. Anderson popped his first homer of the year against the Monarchs a couple nights ago. That first pitch is going to be low and in the dirt. 4-1. Theo headed out towards deep center field. We do apologize. We did not have coverage of that game. Computer was not happy with me that day. We've got coverage here today. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Anderson. That one's inside. It clips a piece of him, and he will take first. That's no fun. We hope that hit his elbow guard. It kind of looked like it did. Regardless, it'll be runners on the corners for Parker McNeil.
Now batting for the A's, your designated hitter, number 13, Parker McNeil.
So Bazemore reached on a walk, and now Theo Anderson reaches on a hit by pitch. Runners are at the corners. Parker McNeil, the designated hitter tonight. I should have mentioned Theo Anderson, the first baseman tonight. Don't often see him at first, but tonight he's got that opportunity as strike one will be thrown from Wyckovam. I'm hardly even moving up here in the box, and sweat is just beating down my face. It's one of those kind of nights, folks. We're getting to the dog days of summer. 0-1 pitch. That one's going to be low. 1-1 is now the count. My computer says it's 72. I'm going to call that a blatant lie. Runners on the corners, 1-1 count. Here to McNeil. Here's the pitch from Hoykavam. That one's going to be in there on the inside part of the plate for strike 2. 1-2 now the count. Hoykavam trying to get out of this inning. It's been a lengthy first for the starter from Carroll, Harrison Hoykavam. Here's the 1-2 pitch to McNeil. That one's going to be just high. 2-2 is now the count. McNeil hanging on. I thought maybe Theo Anderson at first was going to steal there. He thinks better of it. He's 6'8", so he should have plenty of sliding range. 2-2 pitch. That one a big swing and a miss. Really nice off-speed pitch there at the top of the zone to strike out Parker McNeil. And that will end the first inning. As we go to the second, 0-0 our score here in Clarinda. We'll have more from Emberley Field whenever we come back. Back in Clarinda as we ready for the top of the second inning. Starting pitcher Clay Hedges will take the mound once again for his second inning of work. So it'll be the 5-hole hitter, Alex Draper. He's the left fielder today for the Merchants. He'll stand in from the left side against the righty Hedges. That one is going to be just low for ball 1. Behind Clay tonight, third baseman is Andy Gill, shortstop Sean Basmore, second baseman Cole Baumgart, and first baseman Theo Anderson. Behind the plate, as always, Braden Olson, as that one's just inside for ball 2. I say as always for Braden because Braden is now the only catcher on the roster for the Athletics after Gavin Harrington tore his ACL. So if you know anybody that can put on catcher's gear, call Ryan Eberle. 2-0 pitch from Hedges. That one's in there for strike 1. Outfield today for the Athletics. In left, it's Cooper Knight. In center, Andrew Young. And in right, Oscar Uhas. So typical fielding, all except for first base, Theo Anderson. Out there at first tonight. That was an excellent off-speed pitch from Clay Hedges. So 2-2, count all evened up against Alec Draper. Pitch from Hedges. That one's going to be just high. 3-2, count all filled up. Hedges had a clean first inning. Now trying to wiggle out of a 3-2 count here in the second. Big game here in Clarinda, as that one will be swung on and popped up towards the left side. Andy Gill giving chase in foul territory. He'll call everybody off and make the grab for the first out of the second. So with one down, that'll bring in the 6-hole hitter and first baseman Jack Lutheran. Lutheran, the righty-righty matchup here. As Lutheran will take a practice swing outside the box and hop in for his first at-bat of the evening. Defense will play him straight up. We'll see how Hedges faces off against the first. That one swung on and fouled off towards the right side for strike one. We thank those that have braved the heat to come out here and watch their athletics play. It's definitely very tough to get out to a game whenever it's this hot, as that one will be slapped a chopper towards left for the game's first hit. So a nice job by Jack Lutheran. He kind of got on top of that one, but just chopped it through the hole between third base and shortstop. Nothing that Bazemore or Gill could do about that one. Gets the game's first hit, and Lutheran will be on first base with one down. Again, we want to shout out KMA Sports. This whole stream is powered by KMA Sports. Their equipment, my voice, my sort of know-how. As that first pitch will be low and in the dirt to the 7-hole batter, Austin Gabrielson. Gabrielson, the shortstop tonight, looking to advance his first baseman, stands on first. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Hedges. That one swung on and fouled straight back. Looked like it might have been off the right hand of Braden Olson. Gosh, you hope he's all right. He kind of has to be all right. Was chatting with some of the players before the game. Amari Berry is the emergency catcher, I'm told. So we'll see if we need that, as Braden Olson behind the plate still trying to shake off this foul ball he got right on his right hand. That's his throwing hand, so we'll see if he can throw down anymore. And he sails the first throw back towards the mound, towards Hedges. That's not a great sign. Luckily, Baumgart will back him up, and we'll try that one again. That throw was high again. Boy, this is not shaping out to be excellent. Another high one. Hopefully he can shake that off just a little bit. Well, that ball is really sailing on him. So we'll see how that shakes out with Jack Lutheran at first. We'll see if he wants to take second and try and take advantage of the injury to the throwing hand of Braden Olson. He's sailing the ball just a little bit, so I would assume that Bazemore, whenever he goes to back up, or excuse me, Baumgart, whenever he goes to back up Bazemore on a throw down towards second, will be playing a little bit deeper than normal. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one a big swing and a miss on that off-speed pitch on the inside part of the plate to Gabrielson. He could not catch any of that one. Boy, just throw that again, Clay. One, two from Hedges. That one what looked like the same pitch. That one went way low, though. For ball two, count evened up. 2-2 pitch. That one slapped towards right field. It's going to be really shallow. Baumgart ranging out into shallow right field. He'll make a nice grab there in no man's land for out number 2. So runner stays put at first in Lutheran, and that will bring up the catcher, Evan Martinez.
Now batting the catcher, number 2, Evan Martinez.
So Martinez, the righty, he'll face off against Hedges on the mound for his first at-bat tonight. He's in the 8-hole this evening. We'll see what he can do with 2 down and a runner on first. First pitch from Hedges. That one's just high for ball 1. Hedges will come set at the belt. He'll kick and fire. Ball 2. 2-0 the count here against Evan Martinez, the catcher this evening. He's got his first baseman at first, getting his lead off in Jack Lutheran. He had the first hit of the game, as that throw will go right back towards first. That throw back behind the runner is unsuccessful. And now Hedges will ready for the 2-0. That pitch swung on and slapped towards Bazemore at short. He will extend out, grab it, try to throw across the diamond, just barely not in time. Excellent job all around. Nice stretch at first by Theo, and a great job ranging towards his weak side for Bazemore. Unable to make the play. If he would have made it, I think he would have been drafted. So runners at first and second now for the Merchants. We'll score that one as a hit. And an excellent job by Evan Martinez to get on and give way to the 9-hole hitter, Carter Storty. Storty, a third baseman tonight, number 9 in the 9-hole. We'll see what he can do now with the first runner in scoring position for the Merchants. First pitch from Hedges. That one's just outside. They'll call it, hit clip the zone for strike one. Big opportunity for the Merchants and for Storty. Teams playing against the Athletics have not often been able to come up with an early lead. That pitch will plunk Storty right there in the high shoulder. So now bases juiced with 2 down. So now it'll be the leadoff hitter for the Merchants, Hayden Oliver. The tension rises. It went from a runner on first with 2 down. Now the bases are juiced after an infield single and a hit batter. So now the umpire will make sure that Storty, as he goes down to first, is all right. They gave him ample time to recover. And now it'll be Hayden Oliver. He flew out back in the first. Bases juiced, 2 down. Pitch from Hedges. That one's going to be just low for ball 1. Clay Hedges backed himself in just a little bit of a corner. We'll see what he can do here with the bases juiced. 1-0 pitch from Hedges. That one swung on and popped straight up towards the third base side. Running after it is Gill in foul territory. He'll be called off by Bazemore, and the catch is made to end the inning. So we'll go to the bottom of the second inning with a little bit of excitement for Clay Hedges on the mound. He gets out of it as we go to the home half of 2. Our score still 0-0. We'll be back here at Eberly Field in just a moment. Back here in Clarinda, it'll be the center fielder, Andrew Young, to lead off the second inning for the Athletics. So Harrison Hoykavan will get ready for his second inning of action against the A's. He was able to keep Sean Bazemore at bay on third. He had Bazemore at third with only 1 down back in the second, but he was able to wiggle out of that one. Now we'll see what he can do here in the second. Here's his first pitch towards Young. That one's going to be in there for strike 1. scores around the Mink League. Only one other game going on between the Jailbirds and the Griffins. 4-3 is the score in favor of Joplin. That one's going to be in there for strike two. Nice pitch from Hoykavam. Hoykavam will come set. And fire to Young at an 0-2 count. That one swung on and slapped towards center field. Under it is Hayden Oliver, the center fielder. He'll drift off to his right and make the grab for the first out of the second inning. So that will give way to the catcher, Braden Olson. We'll see what he can do with one down and nobody on. Lots of exciting things coming up if you're an athletics fan. Huge 4th of July weekend on tap. This is just, I don't know if you want to say kicking it off. Sort of is. Big game here within the Mink League this evening against the Merchants, as that one will be swung on and a little check swing missed by Olson. 0-1 now the count. So today it's against the Merchants, obviously, as you're seeing. And then the game that was scheduled for tomorrow against Omaha has been canceled. Omaha's not going to be able to make it down tomorrow, so a little bit of a day off. Spend your day inside, as that one will be bunted right back towards the mound. Hoykavam will make the nice job stopping it, and that'll be the second out of the inning. So tomorrow, no game for the Athletics. Stay inside, cool down, and get ready for the weekend on tap. It's 4 straight games in 4 days here at Eberly Field and Municipal Stadium. It'll start Thursday night against the Nevada Griffins. That will start a 3-game series against the Griffins Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Reminder that Friday, July 3rd is free admission and firework night. That's one of those nights that I don't want to see anybody in the stream. I want to see them all in the stands, as that one is going to be in there for strike one. Obviously, we love having lots of viewers from everywhere. If you can't make it, this is the best way to see your A's play baseball. But if you're able, get out here for Friday, July 3rd. It's not the 4th, so you're not missing a family, get-together. But you can get together with your A's families. That one swung on and missed by Gill, and it's been a really strong inning for Hoykavam. You don't have to pay a dime to get in and watch A's baseball this Friday. 7 p.m. start against Nevada. No other place to be. 0-2 pitch. That one swung on and chopped towards first. It'll stay fair. Lutheran will make the ground and jog it towards the bag himself. So we'll go to the third inning. Whenever we come back, we'll talk more about that upcoming A's schedule here at Eberly Field. Third inning of action here at Municipal Stadium in Clarinda. Leading off the inning for the Merchants, it will be the second baseman, Martin Smith. So third inning of action for Clay Hedges, as he will stare down Smith at the plate. get ready to deal the first pitch. That one is going to be a high off-speed pitch and a big swing and a miss by Martin Smith. That was absolutely disgusting from Clay Hedges. So more on that schedule for the Athletics. The 4th of July, there is a game. It's at 1 p.m. as that one's going to be sliced towards right field. Uhas coming in on it, and he will make the grab for the first out of the third. 1 p.m. start time on the 4th of July. That one will conclude the series against Nevada. And then on Sunday, it's the St. Joe Mustangs coming back into town. Athletics are 3-0 this season so far against the Mustangs, so we want to have a huge crowd out here. Another free admission night on Sunday. We're also going to be celebrating on Sundays. That one's going to be in there for strike one to three-hole hitter Drew Owen and right fielder tonight. It's Miss Eberly's 90th birthday on Sunday, so we get to celebrate her. Come on out, free admission, no cost to you, and endless amount of fun. Plus, who doesn't want to sing happy birthday? I think we could probably all collectively do it as a crowd. Bring the best singers into your family. How about that? That one's going to be in there for strike two. So 1-2 now the count against Owen. To sum up the weekend, be here. It's the best advice that I can give you. It's going to be an awesome time here at Eberly Field. 1-2 pitch. That one's going to be just outside for ball two. Count now evened up. That pitch from Hedges will be swung on and slapped deep towards left field. Knight going back. He's towards the warning track, and he makes the grab. Boy, that one had an aggressive amount of velocity on it towards left field. Kind of sliced it off. Back towards the warning track in left. For the second out of the inning, so a couple of scary fly balls that weren't sure if those ones were going to get down and for hits, but luckily for Hedges, they stay up and in the glove of his outfielders. So now it will be the four-hole batter, Jackson Book, as he will see strike one. Count now evened up at one apiece from Hedges. Pitch from Hedges. That one's on the high outside corner for strike two. Hedges looking for a silent third. That pitch is going to be just a little bit of a check swing, just high. And 2-2 now the count. Great job there at the plate by Jackson Buck to hold up his swing and stay alive. Pitch from Hedges. That one's the high bender. That one will be flared towards center. Andrew Young will make the grab for the third out. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for Hedges on the mound. Whenever we come back, it'll be the bats for the Athletics. Back in just a moment. So Oscar Uhas will lead off the inning for the A's. He'll stand in from the left side of the batter's box to face Harrison Hoykavam. I do want to say, I do see the comment that says Hayquam. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. We heard it from his house mom. So we're going with Hoykavam. And that one's going to hit Uhas to start it. That is not what we want to see. He's all right, though. Tough kid out there, and he will take first. I do appreciate you guys looking out for me. A lot better put than the folks of St. Joe put it. So I do appreciate that as well. So Bazmore, the leadoff batter, with a runner on first and nobody down. Wind now blowing strongly out towards left. That pitch is going to be in there for strike one. I've only called one game with a home run in it. That was Mr. Harrington, the catcher that has now torn his ACL. So maybe it's a curse. Maybe they shouldn't hit homers while I'm calling games. I don't know. Wind is blowing out like crazy, though, so a high pop-up could just go. That one throwing behind the runner, Uhas, not in time, and also escaped the glove of Lutheran. Wind's starting to get towards my papers now. There's one thing that I don't like in this world. It's whenever the wind blows my papers. We all have our things. And are we for real now? Is it raining? Folks, it's raining. And there is a beautiful rainbow in right field. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera for the stream, as that one will be in there for strike two. Folks, it's raining here at Eberly Field, and it is sunny outside. How about it? I can see a rainbow. I can see it better through my glasses. It's in right field. What a beautiful sight. That one will be just high. That rainbow looks like it ends just behind right field. Maybe Bazmore can hit it into a pot of gold. If we hear a splash of coins, we'll know that we've struck rich. Here's the pitch. That one, a big swing and a miss. He was trying for that gold. And strike three, swinging to Bazmore for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Cooper Knight. That is a beautiful rainbow out in right. Holler in the chat if you guys can see it. I don't think I can see it on the stream. Might be able to adjust the camera here in a moment. I think everybody should see this. You don't see a lot of rainbows in the backdrop of a baseball game. As that throw back towards Uhas at first is going to be not in time. I'll tell you what, it has cooled down extensively. We'll see if our camera can capture it. There it is. Can kind of see it there in right field, just in front of the lights on the pole and straight away right. As that pitch will be in there for strike one against Knight. Tell you what, if Cooper Knight puts it right at the base of the rainbow, I think that that's just destiny for the A's to win the Mink League Championship this year. 0-1 is the count. Wind has picked up substantially. Another throw behind the runner at first. That one was close. Uhas almost got caught. Now we're going to batten down the hatches and ready for the 0-1 pitch. Probably the first game I've called with a rainbow. Also the first game that I've called with rain while it's sunny. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be bunted down the first baseline. It's just going to roll foul. Almost a legendary bunt there by Cooper Knight. It'll be strike two. It's not exactly like a full-on rain. I would say it's a little bit more of a mist than it is a rain, but it's definitely like within the caliber of rain, some would say. It's just like a very, very small cloud that just kind of popped up and decided it was going to rain on us. Welcome to southwestern Iowa. Here's the 0-2 pitch tonight. That one's going to be on the outside half for ball one. 1-2 is now the count. That is legitimately the end of the rainbow. I've never been that close to the end of a rainbow. Starting to wonder. So 1-2 is the count to Cooper Knight. Runner on first is Uhas. Here's the pitch. That one will be swung on and sliced towards left field. That one's going to get down for a base hit. Uhas will stop at second. They'll play station to station. Runners at first and second. There's the first hit of the game for the A's. Excellent piece of hitting there from Cooper Knight. Didn't try to do too much with it, just kind of sliced it there opposite field and dropped it right in. So now Cole Baumgart will stand in, Clarinda's own, playing second base tonight. I'll tell you what, if Cole can get on here quickly, we might see a grand slam from Theo Anderson into the pot of golden right. I just keep talking about that. That's all I can think about. How magical would that be? That pitch is going to be low for ball one. If Theo Anderson hits a grand slam towards right field, where the base of that rainbow is, all by Luke Cox at Box of Lucky Charms. 1-0 pitch to Baumgart. That one swung on. It'll be sliced towards right field. That one is going to make the right fielder Owen go back. He'll make the grab. Tagging up towards second is Uhas. That was a bullet throw, and Uhas is gunned down by a mile. Holy smokes. An absolute rip from right. Drew Owen needs to be pitching. That was one of the most unbelievable throws that I've seen from right field to third in my entire career. So that one will take us to the top of the fourth inning in a tremendous fashion from Drew Owen. Whenever we come back, it'll be Hedges on the mound, ready for his fourth inning of action here in Clarinda. Back in Clarinda for the beginning of the fourth inning. Leading off the fourth will be the left fielder, Alex Draper. Still trying to get over that throw that we saw from right from the cannon arm of Drew Owen. I think he would have thrown out Gerard Dyson tagging up from second. That pitch is going to be in there for strike one. There on the top outside corner to Draper. Hedges had a couple of quick innings. He walked into a little bit of trouble there in the second, as that one will be just low for ball one. He was able to get himself back on track in the third, and now in the fourth he looks to do the same. He's 18-3 on the season. It's been a historical year for Clarinda. Pitch from Hedges. That one's lined straight towards Theo Anderson. He can't make the grab against the infield dirt, and it will be a base hit for Draper. That one was smoked right at Theo. He's playing first tonight. Doesn't normally play first. He got beat there. He maybe could have caught it. He tried to catch it, and then whenever he didn't catch it, he tried to just kind of block it and squish it in between the ground and his mitt. And it just went right through into right field, as that one will be a swing and a miss on what looked like, I'm just going to guess a sweeper from Clay Hedges. That one had a lot of movement on it. 4 strike, 1 swinging. So Jack Lutheran, he's 1 for 1 so far today with a base hit. That one's going to be low. Nice job by Braden Olson behind the plate to save that one from going to the backstop and letting the runner advance. Braden Olson, by the way, feel like he doesn't get talked about enough. He's been an absolute brick wall for the A's behind the plate, especially being the only catcher now in the lineup, as that one's going to be high. 2-1 now the count. He eats nails for breakfast, I hear. Two-one pitch to Lutheran. That one's going to be just inside, ball 3. Hedges has a runner on first in Draper. At the plate, he's got a 3-1 count against Lutheran. He'll fire back towards first. Not in time. He'll reset himself and ready for the 3-1. That rainbow's still out and right. Just out of the side of the camera, so I do apologize for that. But that one's going to be high and inside for ball 4. So a couple runners on with nobody down is the best chance to score that Carroll has had so far in this one. And they will have their 7-hole hitter and shortstop, Austin Gabrielson, to stand in. He's 0 for 1 so far today. Fresh count here for Hedges. We'll see what he can do. First pitch to Gabrielson. That one will be bunted towards the left side, and Hedges is going to get over there, and there's no chance for a play. It was a perfect bunt laid down by Gabrielson. So a bunt single collects the 4th hit of the afternoon for the Merchants. Now it's bases juiced and nobody down. Hedges now in the jam of all jams. Bases juiced. Nobody out. He's got the 8-hole hitter and catcher Evan Martinez in at the right side of the plate. Martinez already 1 for 1 tonight, and he will swing and foul that one straight back for strike 1. Oh, 1 is the count against Martinez. Merchants trying to get ahead of the Athletics and score the first run in this one. Pitch from Hedges. That one a big swing and a miss for strike 2. So quickly behind is Evan Martinez. And now we will have time, and Theo Anderson is going to jog over and talk to the field umpire. I'm not sure what he's talking about here. Some hand gestures. I don't know what they mean. So Theo will back up towards his spot after the short conversation. Oh, and I see now. So if you look towards first base, the runner at first in Gabrielson is standing right next to Anderson, as that one will be found straight back. Will the 0-2 again to Martinez. I don't know if I've ever seen that. The runner in Gabrielson at first is standing as close to Theo Anderson as he can get whenever he leads off. The corners are in. I'm not sure if he's trying to whisper him sweet nothings or what's going on, but, I mean, they look like best friends as that pitch will be swung on and fouled off towards the right side. We'll do it again. It's definitely a new one. A lot of things that the base runners try and do to get in to the head of the fielders and really especially the pitcher. As Anderson was just checking there briefly to see if he could do that. Turns out he can. I don't really know the point of that. As that one's going to be just low. Excellent pitch by Hedges. So 1-2 is now the count. Again, we thank you for joining us here. Big moment in this one as the rain is starting once again. Very, very weird conditions here in Clarinda. 1-2 pitch. That one's in there. Strike 3 looking. The strikeout for Clay Hedges and the first man down here in the 4th. So now the double play could end the inning And he's got Carter Storty, the third baseman and 9-hole hitter this evening, to face. Hedges has done a great job of getting out of jams so far this season. He's got a big one here. First pitch to Storty. That one's going to be just low for ball one. There are some dark clouds off towards the south. Southeast, I suppose. 1-0 pitch. That one's going to be in there. 4-strike-1. We hope that they stay out of the way. Did not really anticipate this being an issue, though. So count evened up 1-1. One down. That pitch is going to be just outside for ball two. Bases are juiced. Huge opportunity for the Merchants. Whenever you get an opportunity against the Athletics, you better not blow it. Pitch from Hedges. That one swung on and fouled off towards the right side. Now 2 strikes against Storty. Leadoff hitter is on deck, and Hayden Oliver. We know he wants a chance. Count even to 2. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be inside for ball 3. So count all filled up, 3-2. Bases juice, just one down. Pitch from Hedges. That one swung and fouled straight back towards our way. Not quite going to hit the top of the booth, and we'll do the 3-2 again. Feel like I don't shout it out quite enough. If you get a foul ball, you get a free menu item. Any that you might choose. Best promotion in the Mink League. Bases loaded, 3-2 pitch. Swung on and slapped towards left field. That one's going to get down. Knight will lose it. 2-run score. The third run will stop at third base. And it's 2-0 in favor of the Merchants. A great rip and a 3-2 count by the 9-hole hitter, Carter Storty. The 5th hit of the game for the Merchants. That one might have only scored one if Knight was able to play it cleanly. It kind of went down. It looked like it hopped off of his cleat and got in further towards left center. So now it'll be a fresh count with 1 down. Double play is eliminated here against the leadoff hitter, Hayden Oliver. That first pitch will be bunted foul and off the face mask of our own plate umpire. He'll take a moment for himself. That never feels good. We are hearing thunder here. I thought I was going crazy there for a moment. A light amount of thunder. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I can see behind us. It looks a whole lot darker behind us than it does on the camera right now. So we hope we don't get another weather game. There's been too many of those this season already. 0-1 is the count against leadoff hitter Oliver. Here's the pitch from Hedges. That one swung on and slapped towards the second baseman Baumgart. He will gather and throw towards first for the second out. The runner at third will score. 3-0 now in favor of the Merchants. The Merchants, the only team to defeat the A's at home this season. They won that one in a game that ended in 5 innings after, you guessed it, a rain down. And there's a big bolt of lightning really close. We'll see if the umpires will put a stop to this one. Looks like they're all right with it for now. Well, I really just did not anticipate this, as that pitch is going to be just high. Big time thunder now, as ball 1 will be thrown to the 2-hole batter, Martin Smith. I'm already getting bummed out. So 1-0 count to Smith. Here's the pitch to Hedges. That one swung on and popped towards shallow right field. That one will be caught by Juhas to end the top of the 4th inning. So we'll go to the bottom of 4. We'll see how much longer we can play this one from Everly Field. Rain and thunder moving in. We'll be back with more from Clarinda shortly. All right, folks, back here in Clarinda, and it's the news that you've been dreading. It is a weather delay here in Clarinda. So if you watched the last matchup that we called against the Merchants, you're seeing deja vu. It is a weather delay. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody. It is a weather delay. I'll also put it in the chat here. Let everybody know that we are in a weather delay. We will be back whenever we know more here from Clarinda. The rain droplets are getting bigger and bigger, and the storm is just moving closer and closer. We hope that it stays away for as long as it can. Back here with more from Clarinda whenever we get the chance. right, folks, back here in Clarinda, we are still in a rain delay. We did just see a couple of bolts of lightning, so that means that they've got to wait another little while, I believe 30 minutes. From the last strike of lightning, they must wait until the game is resumed. We appreciate your patience. I think that right now they're aiming for 9:03 for the first pitch of the bottom of the fourth to take place. Again, our score 3-0. You can see it there with our box score on the screen. Still in a rain delay. 9:03 is what they're going to shoot for. I will be back to update if anything changes. Thank you for your patience. We'll be back in just a little while.